Hi there, welcome back to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and this is a video for a tarot reading for the energy of Taurus. Now, I have all of my boxes here. I haven't really taken them out. I just kind of wanted to get started. I've kind of been piddling around, as my mom would say, and haven't started. And then I said, well, let me just get started so I can get going. Sometimes I just need that extra push, and I can stop wasting time. And so the introduction I wanted to change up my introduction. Usually I say, hi, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree. This is a reading for, and off I go. And I want to start my videos with more of an introduction about what my channel is about, I guess, just to give people a better idea. My tarot readings aren't like daily. They're not daily energy reads. They're more of an energy that is sort of a lingering energy that needs to be worked on, that needs to be looked upon. I've heard my readings been called dark, and I guess you could say they kind of are, because in a way, these emotions and situations that I speak about in my readings and that I see coming through my readings dwell in the depths, in the lower parts of our psyche, of ourselves, of our emotional bodies. And they're not necessarily things that want to come up to be shown. And in order for them to come up to be shown, there usually is some sort of tumultuous, hang on, that is my phone. Yes, my son has class, and I have an alarm set because I need to wake up. I need to wake him up. He goes to online school, and you know, he gets to sleep in a little bit later than my other two. Lucky him. I think it's great. I hate that the children have to wake up so early in the morning. And anyhow, I digress. So back to this. My readings do bring up things that are in the mud or really deep down into the crust of who we are, who we think we are, and what we've built around ourselves. And so the whole purpose of my channel is self-transformation through illumination, right? And so I use the analogy of Temazcal, which is a sweat lodge in Mexico. It was called Temazcali in Mesoamerica before colonization. And basically it's just a sweat lodge, and it's a ceremony of purification and using all of the elements. All of the elements are present. We have singing for air, we have rocks for earth. We heat the rocks in fire, so these rocks are like glowing red. And then we of course have water. And so all of the elements are present, and not only that, as the water is poured over these hot rocks, steam is produced, and it cleanses the body, cleanses the soul, cleanses the spirit. And while we're in there, we can get into a meditation in which we can contact our ancestors, our higher selves, our higher power, the source, right? And so I use that analogy of burning waters to show that there is transformation, there's rebirth. And of the moon, of course, is that illumination. The moon is the dark. The moon is a light in the darkness, right? And she can illuminate that which is dark. And so I find lots of healing in the energy of the moon. So that's where it comes from. And my introduction is not going to be this long. of course, for every video, but I do want to put that in there so that people who click on the video can know where we're headed, right? Not everybody's ready to go down that deep. So without further ado, you are my guinea pig, Taurus. You're my guinea pig, and me getting my thoughts together, and so that I can create a better intro, a more concise, a more explanation, expletive? No, that's not the right word. A better video of a better explanation of what the video that is to come is about. Okay, so for these couple of readings, I usually keep the same decks throughout the whole series for the whole zodiacal wheel, right? But I am going to change it up, I think, and just sort of use decks that I feel are calling to me on that particular day at that particular time. So I am using Tattoo Tarot by Mega Munden. This is a really cool deck. I like it a lot. Kind of reminds me of playing cards. I really like this side here. These colors are cool. I keep all of my decks in boxes, yes. When I first started, I remember hearing that you're supposed to keep them in dark, like velvet bags. Well, I did that once and I regretted it. So I keep the boxes, and the boxes these days are so nice. I mean, this is magnetic closure. This is a really cool deck that I recently acquired, Terra Avatara by Gabby Angus West. This comes all the way down from the down under, actually. And it is a Frida Kahlo based deck. It's a beautiful deck, linen cardstock, golded edging, and it's made in the likeness of Frida Kahlo, right? Frida. I'm not very good at that pronunciation in Spanish. So it's a beautiful deck. I've worked with it a few times, and I like it. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And this one is an oldie but goodie, the Medicine Woman Oracle by Catherine Maillard. And another pretty deck. Yes. So it's been a while since I've pulled this one out. And so this is going to be our Oracle deck. And these backs are different based on the type of energy that it is reading from. Okay, so those are our 3 decks, Taurus. Thank you for sitting with me this long. We're already 8 minutes in. I haven't even started reading yet. Okay, so I am going to do just a quick smudge. I usually do this off camera. But of course, I needed to get started right away because I was piddling, right? And so I'm just going to burn a little bit of Palo Santo, and I'm just going to smudge the area to clear the area of any energies. I've already smudged myself. I used to do this at the beginning of my videos. If you guys have been with me that long, I did all of this at the beginning of my videos, and I recently took it out. Just did it off camera. Okay, so what I've been doing is pulling the Oracle card first to help us decide what energies we're going to be reading on. And so it's kind of like having a question. Oh, this is gold gilded too. Look at this. We've got 2 gold gildings. The Tarot Avatar is a bit brighter. Okay, let's see. Which way is this? All right, and here is my 4 taps. And as I always say, this reading may not resonate with you. It may not be your time for this particular situation to be illuminated, or it could be that your reading is in another energy, another zodiacal energy. So if for whatever reason this is not resonating with you, I urge you to go through my videos list and look for a title that catches your eye. And that will help you, that you can use your intuition on finding a reading that works for you. Okay, Taurus? All right, so let's see what card we have for you. Spirit of Water. Yes. Okay. Card number 20. Oh, these don't have, oh, that's right, they're in order of color. Okay, so this is the totem. Spirit of Earth, Spirit of Water. Here we go. Return to the source of the feminine for purification. I am the Spirit of Water, the pure source that flows down the mountain. I am Mother Ocean, one with the mystery of beginnings, your birth and the deeps. I am the rock-filled source, the limpid river, the home of the, oh, this is a French word, Voivre, Vouvivre. Serpent woman sorceress, and of the nymphs and undines. I am water, I purify you. In the ebb and flow of tides, I unite with Grandmother Moon's cycle to extend my multifaceted and unpredictable essence. Melodious lapping froth or waves, like impetuous torrent, I am elusive. I am the female principle. Guidance. This card invites you to remember where you came from. Your tears are filled with salt, just like the Universal Mother. The blood of moon times flows from you to purify you with each cycle, and your breast gushing nourishing milk. Your nature is very oceanic. There can be times when too much activity, being wounded in a love relationship, or another emotional trouble can cause your source to dry up. Maybe you need to be more hydrated or swim in flowing water. The Spirit of Water in your reading gives you permission to release your emotions to resume the fluid and ringing course of your destiny. Awaken the medicine. Call the Spirit of Water to support you. What message is water bringing you? To find out, dedicate a moment to Spirit. Perform a purification ritual with Lamanha, the goddess of the ocean. According to legend, we can sit before the sea to whisper our worries to her and light a blue candle. Fill a bowl dedicated to your ritual with water and recite Lamanha's mantra. Yamaya Ayaseyu, Yamaya, Yamaya, Oloro, Oloro, Yamaya. Yamaya, welcome me into your ocean. I don't know what language that is. Once you have entrusted her with your sorrow, immerse your hands in water to purify yourself and give thanks. You can also connect to Spirit of Water in nature. Offer yourself to the rain, swim in a lake, or sing on the banks of a stream. Feel its purity, clarity, and transparency. Awaken the serpent woman and say a prayer to her. Oh, that is super. That is great. Water is one of the elements. One of the elements that I like to work with the most. I like to work with water and fire, and this was the first element I really started to work with. Is water, and I can recommend making moon water on a full moon. Fill a glass container. I use a crystal vase. It's a really big vase. I put about 1 gallon of distilled water in there, and I'll put a crystal, usually quartz. Sometimes I'll use smoky quartz, kind of depending on the invocation, the energy that I'm putting into the water. So put that in there and then say an invocation, what the purpose of this water is, if it's to cleanse, if it's to heal, if it's to purify, whatever it is that you want this water to be for you, say that to the water. Give thanks to the water. Give thanks to the moon. Give thanks to all the elements, to your ancestors, any deity that you're working with. And put a cover over it. Put it outside. I put it in the middle of my yard, my backyard. And as the moon is traveling across the sky at night, she's going to push in her energies into this water. Now, I like to get up before the sun comes up and pull my water inside. And I've forgotten quite a few times. So, it's going to be sun and moon water. So it's not going to be completely moon water if you do forget about it. But if you don't, if you do forget about it, don't worry. You still have moon water. It just has some sun energy in it as well. Okay, so that's an idea on how you can work with some water. You can also, and you can use that water to drink. You can use that water in your prayers. You can put it on your altar. You can offer it to Mother Nature. Whatever you feel called to do with this water, you can do it. If you need a pick-me-up, say a quick invocation over the water and drink it. There's just so many things that you can do with moon water. Okay, so let's put this aside and we can go ahead and start our reading, Taurus. I'm going to use Terra Avatara to pull the 3 main energies that we're going to read on today. And this deck shuffles beautifully. I don't know if you can hear it. I have certain settings on my mic that drown out certain sounds, but this sound is beautiful. And it sounds like birds flying, that noise that their feathers make as their wings are moving and rubbing against one another. I don't want to stop shuffling, but I will. I will for you, Taurus. We've already made this video long enough, haven't we? Oh my goodness, I didn't turn off the alarm. I just snoozed it. Okay. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you. 5 of Wands, fire, the blasted tower, major arcana, and 4 of Wands. My, lots of fire here for you, Taurus. So there is something that is really wanting to rebirth. There is something that you either are going through or about to go through, and you sort of need a reset. You need this is a beautiful card. Let me show this to you. You need just a major reset, which is what the tower does for us. It breaks everything down so that we can begin anew, so that we can start over with fresh materials, with fresh energies going in. Sometimes we'll build something with a shaky foundation. The foundation might not be as sturdy as we would have liked, but perhaps we were in a rush, or perhaps we compromised, and so it wasn't necessarily the strongest foundation. And so when we build things on top of a not so sturdy foundation, it's not so sturdy, and then we just keep getting higher and higher and putting more weight onto it, and then at a certain point that foundation just can't take it anymore, and so everything comes crumbling down. And so it gives us a really good learning opportunity, though, so that we can learn from our mistakes, learn what we need to, how we need to build going forward. 5 of Wands, this is a card of conflict, and I feel like this is inner conflict. And I really like that we have the 4 of Wands over here too, because I feel that after you come out of this Phoenix moment, right, you're going to feel more at home. You're going to feel more at ease at what you are doing. Okay, more at ease. Just in general, I think with the way before this tower happened or happens, you're just not stable. You feel uneasy. You feel like there are things that are out of your control, and you just can't get a grasp on everything. But once all of this comes to a head and the wave crests and comes crashing down, and you have that chance to rebuild, you're going to rebuild with the knowledge and the wisdom of what has happened before. And when you start rebuilding with this different mindset, you're going to start pulling energies of what you want to go into this new situation, of what you want to go into this new building. And those energies are going to be a lot more calm. They're going to be a lot more focused. They're going to be a lot more directed. And when you build like that, when you're done and you finally sit down on the couch and you look at everything that you've created, everything that you've put together, everything that you've curated, you just feel so much better. You feel at home, you feel at ease and at rest, and you're just going to be happy. You're going to be magnificently happy. All right, let's pull some more cards and see if we can dive a little bit deeper. Oh, we've got two knights here. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Wands. Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords, 10 of Coins, 6 of Wands, Strength, 7 of Coins, and 5 of Swords in reverse. Huh? So look here, we've got a 5 and a 5. So under our 5 of Wands, we have these two knights here. We have air and fire. Air and fire, while they need each other, you know, fire needs air to... Oh, there's a mosquito in here. Fire needs air to keep going. It needs a source, and it also needs fuel. And when we get fire and air together, sometimes things can get a little bit out of control. And I think that's kind of what happened here with this 5 of Wands situation. And you perhaps allowed your thinking, your mind, your mental, you allowed that to fuel your passion. And I feel like it might have gone awry. It might have gone in the wrong way. Like what was going on in your mind maybe wasn't exactly what was happening. Perhaps you kind of colored the situation with some past experiences, and you were just sort of projecting things. And so you acted in a way that kept you from really seeing what was really going on, and therefore creating a new sort of reality, I guess you could say. But it wasn't exactly what it should be. My candle's burning weird. Look at that. It's kind of like a half moon. Oh, now it looks like a crescent over here. That's pretty cool. The wick is leaning over to the side. And so what I'm seeing here is that we have strength, and this is a major arcana, and this card talks about taming that inner beast. You know, it's that fortitude, it's the strength that we have to pull from, that we have to really work hard to harness that energy and to get things under control and to keep them under control. And it's this card talks about that inner will, that inner strength, that inner ability to sort of herd cats. You know, try getting a cat to do something it doesn't want to do, right? So, and it talks about, it really calls on you to pull that energy that you have deep down inside, that energy, that focus, that fortitude, to get things moving in a way that works for you, that works for the situation. And I feel that's where this inner turmoil, this inner fire is coming from. We have here Rita holding hornets or bees under this glass. And it's almost like she's trying to keep inside these chaotic, these crazy energies that actually need to be released. They don't need to be kept inside. They need to explode. They need, as these two volcanoes are showing, right? And so what we've created here with these two knights is sort of what's inside these cups. We've got these crazy hornets that want to be free, and they're inside this cup, and it just wants to get out. It really wants to get out. So here with this blasted tower, so I had to take a quick pause, by the way. With the blasted tower, I see that it's looking like you're ready. It's looking like you are welcoming this change. Welcoming is not the best word, but it looks like you realize that this is what is needed. And I think that is wonderful. I feel that when someone is prepared for a phoenix moment, a phoenix situation like this, they can't exactly predict what's going to happen and how people themselves are going to react, but it's easier because there isn't a resistance. And that's what I see here. I see that there isn't a resistance, and you're ready for whatever comes to you. You have like this warrior spirit. You're consciously, mentally aware that what was built back here is no longer serving you, and you're ready to face it head on. I mean, look at this warrior woman here. She is just ready to take things on. She's the Queen of Swords. She's a water of air. And not only that, I mean, she's got that mental agility to work with things, with situations. She's also is able to use her feminine qualities, the qualities of water, to work and assess the situation. A lot of people give the Queen of Swords a bad rap, that she's cold, but I don't see her that way. I don't see the queens, or especially this queen. I don't see this queen in a cold manner. I don't see her as that jaded ex-wife or whatever. You know, I see her as a woman with strength who has my cat is wanting some attention, who has not only the mental agility, the mental awareness of her feelings and the feelings of others, but she can also act compassionately. She can also use that awareness and use those ability to express her feelings and her emotions in a way that people can understand, and in a way that that's receptive, because water is very receptive, right? Okay, and then Four of Wands. So I think this is amazing. We've got the 10 of Coins here, and 10 of Coins, the tens for me is usually depending on the deck, but for sure this deck is crossing over to a new plane. You've made it. You've gone through the 1 through 9, and you are now you are a different person, and you're ready to move into a different world, so to say. And so that's what I see this 10 of coins is for you. It is not only, it's pulling you into this new reality that you've basically recreated for yourself. After this Phoenix moment, you've rebuilt with our 4 of Wands. 4 is a number of stability and building, and being in the suit of fire, it is also a action-oriented card, right? The Golden Dawn puts 4 of Wands as sort of like a celebration and something to be happy with. But when we celebrate, we're comfortable, right? And so once you start rebuilding and you become more comfortable in your new reality, things are going to start falling in line for you. You're going to get the recognition that you need, and I think people are going to start looking at you in a different way. You're no longer going to have this combative air about you. We have this 5 of Swords in reverse, which is a conflict card. And this conflict is in reverse, and I feel, you know, this energy is still there, but what I'm seeing as this energy for you, Taurus, is this is wisdom. This is wisdom of where you have come from, where you've been, and now you're applying it. You're able to apply it going forward. 6 of Wands as well is another wonderful number. It's another wonderful card. In the Golden Dawn, they put that as like the homecoming card, you know, recognition. But 6 is it's part of creation. Okay, it makes creation a bit stronger, and it's about sharing that creation with others, and once people see what it is you have rebuilt and where you've come from, they're going to want to be around you. And so you're going to start attracting like-minded people. And you might even attract some people that you don't want to, because they could be like energy vampires or something. But I think you have the capability to be aware of that, you know. Not only do you have the wisdom from this experience, but you have wisdom from prior experiences. So you'll be able to discern if someone is there just to take and take. And so in using this card here, Spirit of Water, once you go through this situation, or even while you're going through it, use the Spirit of Water to help you. Use the Spirit of Water to get things flowing out and flowing in, and use it also continuously here in this 4 of Wands. When you get to this end, to this place where you're comfortable, use the Spirit of Water to keep you there, because you don't want to have this stagnant energy stuck in this cup again. You want things to flow, right? And that's what water does. It helps the flow. It helps the flow of love. It helps the flow of emotion. It helps the flow of anger. It just keeps things moving. And that's the message here that this card is saying, is you can use this flow, you can use this purification in all aspects and all points in your journey. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you for being my sounding board. And let's see what my new intro is going to be. I'm going to do another video directly after this, so we'll see what sticks. And if you know anyone who can benefit from this reading, please share, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next video. Take care.